Imagine the Super Bowl ending with no winner. Well, that's what happened in Australia in 2010. There are now 26 days to go until the biggest day on the AFL calendar, and today is day 20 of teaching you something about the AFL to help make you a new AFL fan. Today we're going all the way back to that famous day in 2010 where Collingwood played St Kilda on the last Saturday in September in the grand final. In what is one of the most famous matches in AFL-VFL history, the game went down to the final minute with the ball bouncing the wrong way for St Kilda, ending the game in a draw. This was only the third time that this had happened in over 100 years of grand final history. But instead of going to extra time, the AFL said, we'll see you next week in the same place at the same time. That's right. If a grand final was a draw in these days, and everybody had to come back to replay it the following week. All of the fanfare, the build-up, the excitement to the game, it all had to be redone. Every other final except a grand final was allowed to go to extra time except the grand final. And Collingwood captain Nick Maxwell was not happy about it after the game. But he could complain all he wanted, but it wasn't going to change what the reality was going to be. Each team came back the following week in front of the same fans, in front of a crazy atmosphere where Collingwood smashed St Kilda, picking up their 15th premiership and leaving the Saints with a second grand final loss in a row, and they're still today waiting for that elusive second premiership, their first coming all the way back in 1966. So could you imagine if this happened in the Super Bowl? All of America having to come back the following week to replay it all. It would just be absolute chaos, but at least this rule has now been changed, meaning that games in the grand final can now go to extra time. Only in the AFL could the biggest game of the year end like this. If you want to learn more about our amazing game, hit the like and follow button and come back tomorrow for day 21 on our journey towards the AFL grand final.